Okay, this is my dream skill tree. If I was able to change anything that I wanted in this game, here's how I would address this shit. Alright, because there's a lot of redundancy in this tree, and there's a lot of grindiness, which does not feel good. So, first of all, let me pull up my notes real quick. The names are redundant. The skills are redundant. Either redundant, grindy, or just not cool enough. I would love to see the exact percentages of how much of a boost we're getting when we put a point into, let's say, Agile Croucher here. It just says 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5. It just says your movement speed while crouching is increased. It doesn't tell you how much. So you don't know, is it worth it to put 1 point in or 5 points in? So I like to see values, and I would also like that to go from 5 points needed to max it out to 3 points. Getting skill points in general should maybe be longer and have it feel more exciting, so when you finally do get the point, it's like, holy shit, this is awesome. Versus, like, it's kind of nice. It's like, oh, cool, I got one. But it's just like, okay, now let me put it to the next thing and the next thing. Like, it doesn't feel as exciting as it could. So I think moving this from 5 to 3, making each point do something more meaningful than it already does, showing what that is in detail, that's a good start. Same thing with trinkets, by the way, which is kind of unrelated, but you just find way too many trinkets, and they're not worth shit. And money goes really fast in this game. See, 21,000, that can be gone like that in just a single loadout. And I don't think it's really that bad if you make, let's say, a purple, like the mixtape, for example. Maybe make that 25,000, and then make a blue, 10 to 15,000, and a green 5 to 9,000, and a white, 3,000-4,000. I don't even take whites. I don't even take greens. They're just not enough. They're not worth enough for me to even consider. Getting other gear or weapons, like, it's just better. So I'd like to see them, the trinkets, as an aside, be worth way more, but then also be a lot rarer. So again, you're getting more excited when you find one. And also, as another aside, for the traders, I would love for stock to be reset, maybe with questing, or, I don't know, like have something allowing you to reduce the amount of time it takes before you can get more shit from the store. But besides just waiting, right? There should be a way to accelerate that, so I get rewarded for playing the game longer. I can do, have more fun, do cooler shit. Now, the names, I think having survival is good. That one's good. Change mobility to maybe like engineering, and then or maybe, okay, survival, mobility, and then maybe like engineering. Okay, now Agile Croucher, your movement speed while crouching is increased. I feel like this should be in the mobility category. We're also going to review each ability. Okay, I just fucking decided that we're reviewing each ability and offering our feedback of what I think would be fucking awesome if they changed it. Revitalizing squat, again, should be in the mobility tier. There's a lot of shit spread out through these that it's like, why isn't this in the mobility tier? Conditioning, like, I feel like that's the same as fucking, it should be with mobility. So they're too similar, right? Revitalizing squat, put that in mobility. In-round crafting, yes. That's awesome. Maybe that should be put in the engineering category. Good as new. Well, it's hard, right? Because it's like you're wanting to survive. Okay, here we go. We change it to looting, running, and then fighting. All right? So now we're looking at each skill through that lens. Is it helping me loot, run, or fight? So, looting, no. This is running, right? It's in movement. So movement, looting, and fucking Jesus motherfucker, and fighting. There we go. In-round crafting. That sounds like fighting. Under a healing effect, stamina regeneration is increased. That should be in fighting. Your stamina regeneration is less affected by being over-encumbered. running, or movement, or mobility. I guess mobility is fine. After an ability drains your stamina, you recover more quickly. Mobility. Minesweeper. That should be in fighting. Looter's Instincts. Loot's revealed faster. Yeah, keep it. Silent Scavenger. Keep it. Suffer in silence. I feel like that should be in fighting. Unlocks additional items to field craft. You know what? I like these being a looting. You know, I would keep these actually in the looting category. Even though it kind of helps you with fighting, it's more like utility, so I feel like that helps with the looting. Because it's like, that's allowing you to sustain your run longer, because you can craft meds and shit that you normally couldn't, like you just don't start with. So maybe that's good as is. One Raider's Scraps. When looting Raider containers, you have a small chance of fighting field items. Yeah, love that. That's awesome. Increase maximum weight. Love it. Looter's Luck. Love it. Security Breach. Love it. Minesweeper. I would like an ability that allows you to hack Arc, to either hack into it. Maybe the different levels of the hacking skill allow you to do more shit. So maybe like at level 1 of hacker, you could scramble an Arc so that it can't see you, just you though. Then maybe level 2 is you can direct it where to go, like, you know, move it around. And then level 3, you can also have the option just to detonate it. Minesweeper, I don't know. I feel like this should be in the fighting category. Maybe it's survival. It's just, I don't like it. So mines in general, they're loud as fuck and they give off effects letting you know it's there. So I don't like that. That's already like 2 big nerfs. Making it easy to you know, you're mainly using these to like keep people at bay, not so much to lay an ambush. It's more of a noise cue than anything, or just like to surprise, you know, go around a corner or something like that. But you can still hear this shit if you're keeping you know, if you're looking out for that kind of thing. If you're not just having a shitty headset, volume down, you can't fucking hear nothing. So I don't really like this one. Explosive deployables. I'm assuming they mean the like the TNT shit you can detonate. The proximity. I forget what the fuck they're called. You throw them, they can stick to stuff, and then you can detonate it whenever you want. That in mines is what it's referring to. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can live with it. Maybe not make it an end fucking game ability. Maybe make it one of these lower ones. Could be cool. Also, maybe have levels for it as well. Level 1, you can disarm it. Level 2, you can blow it up from a distance. Level 3, you can walk past it as if it was the owner's, so it doesn't even go off. That could be cool. A way to make it stronger and have it fit. That sounds good. All right, Nimble Climber. You can climb and vault more quickly. Again, these like 1 out of 5s. It just doesn't feel good to put a point into this. It feels so fucking grindy and not in a fun way. So again, change it to like 1 out of 3, and this shit really makes a difference. So that's good. Mobility. You can slide further and faster. Awesome. You take less fall damage when falling from a non-lethal height. This should be in the looting tree, because it's not really mobility. It's fucking taking damage, and that's something that kills you a lot. Especially when you're starting out. So I'd love to see that in the looting category. Calming Stroll. While walking, your stamina regenerates as if you're standing still. Yep, that's awesome. Mobility's good. You can wall leap farther. That's fine. When falling, your timing window to perform a recovery roll is increased. I would like to see that in looting. Let you jump at the end of a vault. Yep, that's fine. Moving around costs a stamina. Love it. Sprint dodge roll. Sprinting does not. Yeah, that's fine. Dodge rolls cost a stamina. Fine. Yep. Vaulting no longer costs stamina. Good. When you're down, do you crawl faster? That should be in looting. Vaulting is no longer slowed while exhausted. That's perfect for mobility. Wearing a shield doesn't slow you down as much. Also, should be in mobility. Your hearing is less affected by nearby explosions. Fighting. Because it's like, you know, you're a veteran. You could even call it veterancy. But Blastborn's fun too. When you're hurt in combat, regain a fixed amount of stamina. I would love this to say, like, resilience. And I think upon shield break or half life, you should get full stamina, as if you popped a stamina shot, and maybe just call it like adrenaline. Gentle pressure. You make less noise while breaching. Put this in looting. Breaching doors and containers takes less time. Put this in looting. If your shield breaks, your first dodge roll within a few seconds does not cost stamina. Fighting, yeah, that's fine. When you're down, it takes longer before you collapse. Put it in looting. Breaching an object generates resources. That's kind of fucking cool. That might actually be worth getting. Put that in looting, though. Your equipped weapon has less impact on encumbrance. Your equipped weapon has less... That should be in mobility. When you're down, it takes longer before you collapse. Looting. While down, you take less damage. Looting. When you're critically hurt, your health regenerates until a certain limit. That should be a full heal, but slow. Melee abilities cost less stamina. This should be in mobility. You deal more damage to drones. This is just like... This is such a meme skill, but it's like insulting, right? Because it's like... This is kind of cool, but then I kind of got to go all the way back around here. It just... I would like to see it branched out maybe over here. Like just in an off tree, it's very easy. If you want to get it... Whoops. If you want to get it, you can. Maybe it only takes one fucking point. How often are you doing melee attacks to drones? Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. To drones specifically. The flying ones, you know? Yeah. Put it like over here. So it's easy to sink a point into. Make it cost just one fucking point, not 5. That's just... It's like lazy is what it feels like, you know? Like, we couldn't think of anything else better. Here's... Put 5 points into this. You know? Like, it's just bad. So put it down here, make it 1 point. And have it do, you know... I don't know. 25% more damage. Like, a substantial amount of extra damage. Because you're not going to be fighting drones with your fucking melee weapon most of the time anyway. Yeah. Wasps and turrets can now be destroyed with a single melee attack. Again, put that as maybe a 3-level thing. So like level 1, you deal more damage to drone. No, I would even make it all AI, not just fucking drones. Make it all arc. So you deal more damage to all arc. Level 1, level 2. Level 2. Wasps and turrets can now be destroyed in 1 attack. That's level 2. Level 3, maybe also give it like a stun with a cooldown, so you can't just keep doing it, right? So like you could actually stun a fucking bastion or something if you run in. Then now that's like meaningful shit to progress to. Yeah. And I would give some more abilities as well. Cooler abilities with like the fighting, for instance. Maybe have the ability to activate a supply drop once per round. You know, if you spec up enough to it. It's like it has its own keybind. You just pull out your own flare pistol, call in a fucking supply drop. Maybe something like that. Having all grenades deal a little bit more damage. You know, tune it so it's obviously not overpowered, but have it deal more damage to arc. Maybe have your actual gun, like your bullets deal more damage to arc in general as well. Arc only, not other players. That would be way too fucking imbalanced. That could be cool. Another way of getting around it. Also have different trees within the fighting, which would replace conditioning in the fighting tree. So like maybe one, so like there's branches, right? So maybe one branch, it gives you more arc damage versus while using light ammo, and then medium ammo, and then heavy ammo. So obviously heavy ammo does the most damage to arc, but you can make it even more effective, right? So, but that'll be like the last little thing you gotta put points into at the very end. So in general, you're gonna be getting points a lot slower in my dream skill tree scenario. If I was, you know, a fucking game dev at Embark, it would be slower, but it would be really fucking rewarding. Because every point is going to do something really, you know, substantial. It's going to allow you to do stuff, make stuff better. It's going to be very exciting. So dealing damage with grenades, ammo, different ammo types against arc, having that go up. What else? What are some other ideas here? Maybe having more, maybe having like a daily influx of resources, like, you know, a random crate of like grenades, ammo, maybe a weapon as well, that you can collect once per day as a skill tree thing you can unlock. Making certain grenades better, perhaps, so like the tagging grenade, having that, so level 1 could make it go through walls within the radius. So however big the radius is that the tagging grenade detonates, maybe have it go through walls. Level 2, make it stay longer, right? This would be in the category of fighting here. So have it last longer. Maybe lure grenades, making those better as well. Lure grenades lasting longer. Making things cheaper to craft. That could be, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Keeping in fighting. So maybe have things cost a little bit cheaper to craft, up to like, I don't know, 15%. Could be good. Weapon repairing, having that be something that you can sink points into to allow it to take less and less materials. Or having it be like a free weapon, like a total, like full weapon repair kit, if they add that as like an item or as an ability, maybe like tokens. I don't know how you do it, but having points in a certain skill tree could maybe unlock the ability to do that. That supply crate thing that I was talking about, that you could collect once daily if you put points into it, you could also upgrade that as well, so that it gets better and better and better over time. And again, it's just once per day, so it's like, even if like at the end of it, let's say you get like 1 epic weapon per day, like that's still not going to be busted. Like it's fine. Like it's actually encouraging you to go play with them, you know? What else? For mines, I think reducing... Okay, for looting, maybe Minesweeper, adding a level to this as well. Going back to that for a second, because it relates. Maybe making level 1 of that restructured idea I had for it, letting you hear mines more, like louder, like making it louder, and also making raider caches louder as well could be really cool. Hearing footsteps, that could also be good for looting. But back to the mines for the fighting tier here, tree. You could make the mines quieter, and maybe make it cost some materials, you know, like maybe have it cost some fabric, like a lot of fabric, and some wires, let's say, or something like that, you know, where you craft like a silent version of the mine. You turn it into a quiet mine. And you could also do the same thing for the like the glowing effects. So maybe in that mine fighting category, you can make the mines quieter through crafting, and also all your mines are now concealed, like they don't glow anymore as part of that. Maybe they have a bigger radius, deal more damage to not bigger radius in terms of like lethal effective radius, right? Whatever the outside damage is when you're at the edge of it, the most minimal damage, maybe extending that a bit more. Making it deal more damage to arc, making all stun grenades, mines, stun arc longer. I don't know if we want to fuck with reloading speed. That might be too much. But those are some ideas to make this better. And I hope in sharing this, hope to God some Embark employee sees it and passes it to the right person. Because I think this tree should be really, really cool. And survival is like the coolest, and that's why I've spec'd that way. You got the security lockers, which are awesome. You know, infield crafting, like this is awesome. But I think it needs to be more diverse. Again, the fighting, mobility, looting. It needs to be more focused. There's a lot of redundancy. It's grindy. So that's my take on what I would do if I could change any of this and make it the way I wanted. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tap the like video, or like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you want to see more ARC content. I also make some content from time to time featuring Hunt Showdown, and I'm going to be making content around Hunger when it comes out. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll read all the comments, respond, and thanks for watching.